Hey guys, in today's video let's take a look at the lightsabers in Star Wars. So I've made a list of my top 10 favorite lightsaber hilts in Star Wars. So without further ado, let's begin. At the beginning of the list we have Princess Leia's lightsaber. So this lightsaber is really elegant and a very pretty lightsaber, which I feel like really suits Princess Leia as a character. The lightsaber has a nice combination of silver and a bronze type of metal. Number 9 on the list is Mace Windu's lightsaber. This lightsaber is very unique compared to a lot of the other lightsabers on the list, both because the lightsaber blade itself is purple, which is a very rare color, but the hilt itself is also unique. So if you didn't know, the gold material on the hilt is a material called electrum. This was a special type of metal which was only allowed to be used by Jedi masters. So as you can see, Mace Windu has chosen his lightsaber to be absolutely decked out with this. Next up we have Qui-Gon Jinn's lightsaber. This lightsaber of course has a nice green blade, and the hilt itself is a pretty simple design. There's not much going on this hilt compared to something like Mace Windu's, which we just looked at. One thing to note is that this hilt is a bit longer than most of the other sabers, probably because Liam, who played Qui-Gon, is a taller guy, so a longer hilt would be better for him. Moving on to number 7 on the list, we have Darth Maul's iconic double-bladed lightsaber. So this lightsaber is too cool not to put on the list. The hilt itself is pretty simple with an overall silver look and a few red and black knobs on it. For me this lightsaber is mostly cool because I'm a pretty big fan of double-bladed ones. I think they are very unique and it's cool to see a few different types of lightsabers. Number 6 is not a canon lightsaber as far as I'm aware of, but I thought I would have it on the list anyways. So this is Darth Revan's lightsaber. And Revan actually has 2 lightsabers, but this is his red one. I really like the simple look of this hilt. It's mostly silver throughout the hilt, but then it has this nice emitter piece with this goldish metal in the middle. This hilt is also one of the more comfortable ones to wield, as it doesn't have many bits and pieces that stick out like Anakin's has, for example. Speaking of Anakin's lightsaber, next up we have Anakin's lightsaber from episode 2. This is not a hilt we see very often, but it's such a nice hilt in my opinion. If you look at this lightsaber closely, it might look very similar to Darth Vader's hilt. And that's because this is pretty much the light side version of the one he uses when he becomes Darth Vader. I think this is a cool hilt and I would love to get a prop version of it as a collection piece at some point. Number 4 on the list is Luke Skywalker's lightsaber from episode 6, Return of the Jedi. This is his classic emerald green lightsaber, which he designed and took a lot of inspiration from Obi-Wan Kenobi's lightsaber, which is why they are both so similar in design with a few differences. This is such an iconic lightsaber, so I had to put it higher up on the list. Also, Luke is one of my favorite characters and I think the design is really nice too, so. Taking the top 3 place is yet another lightsaber which is not in the movies, and this is Starkiller's lightsaber. I think this is such a cool looking lightsaber. This hilt looks very similar to Anakin's, which might be one of the reasons I like this one a lot, but I really like the different look that this one has, while still having some elements from Anakin's. Starkiller's hilt especially looks cool with the exposed kyber crystal too. Next up in second place we have no other than the Emperor himself, Darth Sidious's lightsaber. So this hilt looks like an art piece pretty much. It is such a nice looking lightsaber. The hilt is shaped in a very unique way, it's very smooth and pretty much fully covered in different shades of electrum. And Sidious never really needed his lightsaber, so he mostly carried it to mock the Jedi. And finally at the top of my list I chose Anakin's lightsaber from episode 3, Revenge of the Sith. This might not come as a surprise since Anakin is my favorite character in Star Wars. This is also the first lightsaber we saw in A New Hope, although Obi-Wan had tweaked it a little bit, so there are a few differences between the episode 3 one and the episode 4. And though this lightsaber may not be the most comfortable one to wield because of the amount of different things on it, it's such an iconic lightsaber that I think it deserves the spot on my list. I really would like to hear what your favorite lightsaber hilts are in the comments. Maybe you can make your own list down below. With that said, have a great day, may the force be with you, and remember, this is the way.